Hi everybody, James Jones from MPICT in San Francisco at our 2012 ICT Educator Conference with three birds of a feather. Dave Nelson from VMware, Kim Yohannan from EMC, and Rich Weeks from NDG. So just real quick, VMware is about virtualization. You're a leading solution provider in that very, very hot space. EMC is a parent company to VMware. You're also a big equipment and software solution provider, among other things in the storage domain, data storage solutions. And Rich Weeks is president of NDG, which provides remote access solutions for real gear in the real world, so that's a more leveraged delivery model, so that it's more affordable to offer students anywhere real hands-on experience with real equipment. And I think it's really cool the way this little community is evolving and the connections are being made between everyone. You know, Rich is certainly common ground here. I guess Rich and Dave, you guys started collaborating together first?
Yes. Well, actually, if I could jump in and say that the first collaboration actually started when Kim called me. And I had just joined VMware, and she had been with EMC for some time. But she called and wanted to know if there were ways that we could collaborate together. She was responsible for the academic alliance there, and I was putting together the VMware IT Academy. And so that was the first collaboration. And then, interestingly enough, Rich and I started collaborating, it was a little over 2 years ago now. And they have created an absolutely phenomenal solution for providing virtual labs for the courses that we provide. And in discussion with Kim, there was then a connection to say, well, can we take the Academic Alliance at EMC to the next level? And so that happened, and it's really all come together now.
So we have academic programs from two different companies that are sort of cross-pollinating and sharing ideas and practices. We have a collaboration here that provides a leveraged remote access solution to real technology. We have a duplication of that so that both virtualization and storage technologies have a remote access solution. There's just a cool little cross-pollination thing going on here that I think is a lot of fun. And this actually fits really well, just to throw something else into the mix, with a synchronous instruction project that we've had going at MPICT, which is about using, in our case, Blackboard Collaborate, but there are other tools like Cisco WebEx or Adobe Connect to simultaneously teach students in the classroom and also to students anywhere online. So you can share your desktop, you can share your remote access solution, you can get into gear, you can configure things, you can build networks. Anything you can do on any computer, you can share in real time across the internet. So we've got right now 21 courses being offered in this manner in California. We're fortunate here. There's a grant called CCC Confer, which provides use of these platforms free to all California community colleges. And with that, you can make classes run that you couldn't necessarily make run at any given school, because you may not be able to put enough bodies in that one classroom. Well, here you just blow the walls out of the classroom. If anybody wants that, they can come in and have that, but they can also get it over the internet. And everything's archived, so you can come back and view the class experience later over the internet. Works on any computer, any browser, any network connection speed. And here we've got the possibility of folding into that remote access lab solutions. So we could actually have a teacher anywhere teach a class to students anywhere using your educator resources, your remote access solution. So you can develop workforce with appropriate skills without space constraint. And it's just a cool sort of place that we've gotten to where these sort of things are possible, and people are starting to actually do it. So
definitely agree, and I'd like to just say that NDG has provided the glue that makes the virtual labs work for Cisco, for cybersecurity, for EMC, and for VMware. All of that is contained within NetLab from NDG.
yeah.
Thanks, Dave and James. That's our intent. Our intent is to try to create an environment where you can invest in a little bit of equipment, and then you can use time-sharing technology so your students can get as much lab time as needed to become an expert in a specific skill, whether it be virtualization or storage. And our hope is that a motivated student will get that environment so they can work towards their VMware certified professional, or they can get the necessary storage skills that are so critical to be successful at any organization today.
Yeah.
Data management is such a big issue now.
There's somebody else I'd like to call into this discussion. Hey, Michael, can you come over here for a second?
Sure.
This is Michael McKeever. He's a teacher at a California community college. And Michael has been a champion of the use of CCC Confer to deliver online instruction. And I guess you've been doing that in the Cisco arena for some time. And what's your remote access solution?
I use NetLab.
Oh, more glue from Rich.
Very
Yeah.
So I have my Cisco gear in NetLab's pods, and I've been using it for a number of years. And as you were saying, I've got students who are either at home or in my classroom, because I do in the classroom real-time live, broadcasting online, and students who maybe can't get to class because they don't have gas money, the kids are sick, or they're at work. I've had students taking the class from China on business trips, and one from Africa. And if you were wondering, from Kenya, Africa to Petaluma, California is one more ping than from Shanghai, China to Petaluma, California. So I had my students playing games and seeing how far away they were. But it's a really cool technology, as you were saying. The ability to take down the walls of the classroom really enables students to succeed a lot more because they can take the class when they otherwise might not be able to take it, and can finish it, especially over the course of a year. So much happens that might impede them, but because things are archived and things are available 24/7 for their access to the equipment, it's really exciting. And I don't have a VMware class at my school, but I'm sending about half a dozen students down to Ohlone College right now for the new class that's being piloted down there in the VMware space. So my students are able to take advantage of what's going on 100 miles away.
So when you say sending, explain what you mean.
I told them about the course, and they are enrolling in the course at another college. So they are still in Sonoma County, Northern California, taking a class in the East Bay remotely online using CCC Confer and using the VMware solution that's hosted in NetLab remotely, but able to do all of the labs, participate in the classes, synchronously communicate with the instructor, communicate with the other students in the class live, and if they miss a session, then the instructor will record it and they can review later, and people that are there live can go back and review later. One of my students is always on me to post the archives because he wants to go back and, he's in the classroom, he's sitting right in front of me, and yet he still wants to go back and review the archive right away. So the confluence of all these technologies is really, it's very exciting as an instructor to be able to offer classes for students that would not otherwise get them in an economy that we're shrinking, and yet we're growing because of the technology and because of the ability to partner with industry and in the community college space between colleges.
So let's capture this one
yeah,
for a second, because
okay.
I want everybody to get it. So we basically have a program in Napa County, California, where there are students who want to take a VMware class. Michael can't make that class run. It's a rotten economy. Sorry, you don't have permission, Michael.
I don't have the money to run it.
He can't make it work. But there's a college that we know through the MPICT community that is offering that course, an hour and a half drive away. These students don't have to make that drive, an hour and a half, down to that college. They just log in from any computer anywhere. They participate interactively in what's going on in that classroom. They can ask questions. They can be teamed with students in the physical classroom. They can work on real lab gear through the NDG solution using VMware curriculum and certified instruction, I guess.
Yes, it's wonderful that you said that, because what happened is that the Ohlone College has doubled their offerings in this last year, and undoubtedly by virtue of referrals like you have provided.
But what a fabulous opportunity, because these students would be stuck otherwise. They would have no pathway forward to getting these valuable skills. There would be no solution to developing this workforce in Napa County other than some commercial solution that these people can't afford.
Mm-hmm.
So here we are creating that. It's not costing us any real money. It's just it's use of technology. It's being clever. And it's nice to see people being clever.
And the students win and the employers win, because then the employers get people that are trained in the technology that they need, and the students can get the jobs, and the faculty that spend all the time and the effort getting trained and the resources that we spend to build the lab and to get by the servers to house the VMware solutions. It's all much more efficiently used. So it's a win-win-win-win.
Yeah. So one of the visions we have is what we call distributed ICT education, because what this enables is the possibility of specialization across different colleges.
Mm-hmm.
So Ohlone College could be the VMware specialist for the region, and they can have a fantastic lab that's remotely accessible, that has quality support, great instruction, a good relationship back with you and your organization, and they can serve the students at multiple colleges. That's highly leveraged. And Michael in the future may become the EMC delivery specialist. And there's a cross-pollination, right? Those populations are better off, win-win. I got VMware, you got EMC, we both have both, right? Just by offering one. Highly leveraged, really smart, good use of technology. And I think that's the future. That's where we're trying to get. And there's some great experiments going on, and thanks to all of you for your contributions. I like the way that this thing is coming together.
I do as well.
Yeah.
As you said, we've really broken down the walls of the classroom.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think that we're going to see that it expands to even more IT courses because of the infrastructure that's being provided.
Yep.
The virtualization of storage, which just enables even more courses to be implemented.
Right.
Agreed.
Thanks, everybody.
All right,
Thank you.
thanks.